Bagamat nasa Tier 1 ang Pilipinas sa United States Trafficking in Persons Report nitong nakaraang 2 taon, marami pa ring kailangang gawin upang paigtingin ang programa laban sa human trafficking.
It's a big improvement considering that several years back we were Tier 3. Although there are still many challenges because in the Philippines, 1/10 of the population go overseas for employment. So there's potential for human trafficking there.
Challenge is still the lack of manpower, lack of police officers, lack of social workers, lack of foreign service officers or labor attachés, social welfare attachés when we talk about overseas workers. You can just imagine the number of problems we have in some countries and we don't have enough labor attachés or social welfare attachés.
Bukod sa paghigpit ng proteksyon para sa mga Pilipinong lumalabas ng bansa, kailangan ring pagtuunan ng pansin ang implementasyon sa lokal na pamahalaan.
Sa national level, walang problema. Pero pagdating sa grassroots level, merong weak implementation. Yung mga existing mechanisms natin, interventions, hindi siya nakakascade sa grassroots level. Siguro, kulang pa rin ng information dissemination, lalo na sa grassroots talaga.
There's really a need to capacitate the local government units. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to implementing our laws, it's really the local government units who are very important partners, implementation, enforcement of our laws. Marami sa mga LGUs do not have the personnel and of course the resources. The law provides for an interagency task force against human trafficking which need to be localized at the local level. But right now, normally it's just the local social welfare office that does the work. The LGUs have to be capacitated to provide mental health programs and also look at their economic conditions so as to prevent the reason why they were brought into either prostitution or slave labor.
I think what the government should be doing is how we could intensify the assistance at the community level. We can strengthen our Barangay Council for the Protection of Children, BCPC, because this is a very strategic body at the barangay level who could help address the issue of trafficking and all other abuses of children.
LGUs should be responsible for all the children that are found within their territories. So it's very important to have programs to address this so that you keep an eye on what's happening in your community, not just at the children, but also to make sure that you don't have unscrupulous enterprises operating in your communities, because there could be enterprises that make use of trafficked children and adults.
Bukod dito, kailangan din ng mas komprehensibong reintegration program para sa survivors ng human trafficking.
Pag sinabi natin comprehensive, all angles or all areas covered. Sinalo mo, inuwi mo sa bahay, may psychosocial support, may medical support, tapos meron din siya dapat na option. She wants to study or she wants to work or he wants to put up a small business. Because the reason why they were trafficked is because they're longing for a better life.
We really need to strengthen the child-friendly court system. The prosecutors, police, judges have no idea how to treat a child, how to interview a child, how to actually move on with a case without traumatizing the child. And so there's a lot to be done there, not only on the legislation, but actually also on the training and knowledge and understanding of everyone who's involved in the whole judiciary.
I feel na the current law does not give any protection also to law enforcement like us. We know that human trafficking is a big industry. Illegal recruitment is a very big industry. And when you try to stop them from proliferating, that is a big challenge also. Kasi bumabangga ka sa sindikato. So they can go against you.
We need to convince the ASEAN to take a stronger stance against trafficking and also for the protection of low-skilled labor. Many families and children migrate to look for jobs, and most of these jobs are in the low-skilled category, which is not yet given adequate protection within the ASEAN. There has to be greater cross-border cooperation in providing services for those who have been trafficked, as well as better reintegration programs for children and adults who have been trafficked.